What's up, y'all? Welcome to another special edition of Broad Street Blitz Tape with your boy Kukakane and my guy Leader. So we know what so we know why we're here. We know why we're doing this late night show. So Leader, it's all you.
It's crazy. First off, man, it's good. It's good to see the Eagles back in the Super Bowl. It's unbelievably refreshing. City was crazy. City was nuts. Unbelievably nuts. It was fireworks, firecrackers. I mean, it was unbelievable, man. If I gotta say one thing about the Washington game, it was what was supposed to be done. A statement was supposed to be made. A statement was supposed to be made before we go into the Super Bowl. Or are we that team? And man, damn. Every question that was spoke of at the beginning of the season, middle of the season, end of the season was answered. You wanted questions about Sirianni? Answered in the Super Bowl. Questions about Jalen Hurts? Jesus, answered. Perfecto, like crazy. There's no questions about Saquon, no questions about D. No, like everything was. Special teams was lit on that game. Was crazy. Even some extra things that was surprising me. Will Shipley getting those carries, man, and really doing what he did. I mean, I knew he was in college, but man, for him to get that opportunity and come off and do it, and say Saquon with the love, you see the Eagle players with their kids. It was all like it was with the Philadelphia Eagle culture. It has shaped into this season and has been for years. It was really been. It was really big. It was I mean, Jesus, it was just all around an epic game. And if anything lets anybody know that the favorites for the Super Bowl are the Eagles, it's that game, because it seemed like a lot of people was doubting the Eagles from the St. Louis game. People was doubting the Eagles, or maybe an upset. Might be an upset coming. Upset? What? St. Louis? Then here comes Washington. People was talking more about Jaden Daniels. Rightfully so. Jaden Daniels had a great season. Good playoffs. But do y'all forget who Jalen Hurts really, really is? Like you talked about it. It's like y'all talked about him less leading into the conference. That was kind of and you know, I remember, you know, Cool Cat was, you know what I mean, I was disturbed too, but I got more and more disturbed as the season went on. The doubt in Jalen Hurts. He did everything you're telling him to do. Then when he says, oh, well, Sirianni took the straight jacket off, y'all act like he said something disrespectful. But when AJ Brown said something about the offense, yeah, like he was supposed to say it. Y'all saying that? Oh, wow! No, I was watching the facility with LaShawn McCoy and Acho, and they were saying James Jones, like the stuff James they sound stupid. Him and Chase Daniels sound stupid. I'm gonna say that up front. I sound fucking stupid, man. Jalen Hurts saying he shouldn't have said that. His coach been having his back. What makes y'all think he was derogatory toward his coach when he said that? He was just a little spoof, a little joke. Oh, he took the straitjacket off for me, which y'all don't understand. That's what Sirianni did. Let him do his thing. Let him operate. It was different plays, different calls. When the stuff went on about AJ Brown talking about the passing game, whatever. When the interview came up, Jalen Hurts said, well, I'm just doing what I'm told to do. That's what he was saying. The offense is running how it's supposed to run. How everybody know, run first. If you really look at the game, as much as we had like over 200 yards rushing, Saquon didn't rush that many rushes. He had 15 rushes. He didn't do it that much. So what he meant was the offense was designed different. Why are y'all going against? I don't get that. Why do y'all go against Jalen Hurts? Y'all was waiting for that. As much as he always says the right things for y'all all the time, he says the right things for y'all. This time, all he said was, well, he took the straitjacket off. Why would y'all take that like he going there beating his coach? And then Chase Daniels, the thing I want to say about Chase Daniels, you're going to say, oh, well, this guy who takes up for you. If you listen to Chase Daniels talk, he don't know what, like, listen, I got respect for him, but he don't know what he be saying. He says it's so wrong. We talk about, oh, well, when he didn't take the straitjacket off, y'all were winning. Oh, hold up. So Jalen was the quarterback when they won. So he knows who won the game. He was there. The same time when y'all went crazy at him before the Pittsburgh game, Saquon had 62 yards. Jalen had 290 yards. He took the straitjacket off. And you look at Saquon ran a little less, still had the 60-yard run. And then here comes, like, y'all got to stop disrespecting the man who was one of the winningest quarterbacks in the league since he got here. Not, for a couple of years when somebody else was here or he was a backup or he wasn't a starter. Since he's been the starter, one of the most winningest quarterbacks in the league. I just want to say this because that was real retarded for people on the facility to go at him because Nick Sirianni ain't take up for you. He didn't say nothing against Nick because if Nick had his back, he wouldn't take that derogatory. Oh, he would have laughed at it, which he did. He did. None of them was sitting there like looking at y'all. He went at it and he had the right to talk like that on TV. He took the straight jacket off. And look what happened. He can say that because he been winning these games. You know why? Because he ain't been saying nothing. He just been doing what they told him to do. He ain't been complaining about it. He ain't complaining about it. Have you ever seen him say that in an interview saying, man, they got a straight jacket on me, y'all. This is why. Did he ever say that?
Nope.
Soon as they win the conference and go to the Super Bowl, he says they took the straight jacket off me a little bit. He never complained about it. Oh, man, I don't like this playbook because I got to do this, I got to do this. We only running the ball. He never complained about it. All he said was they took the straight jacket off a little bit. And Chase Daniels said something like, well, you did this, and when they was doing this, you were doing terrible. Doing terrible? Look at his numbers. He has 104 passer rating. What do you mean terrible? What do you mean terrible? 18 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. What do you mean he's been doing terrible all year? No, he ain't been throwing it like y'all want him to throw it. He been doing what his team told him to do. So I just had to say that a little bit. Like, y'all keep disrespecting Hurts, and all he do is win. The same thing his coach said. Like, it's crazy, man. This game, it's the one I've been wanting to see. Every time I say cool kick, I say it's only one team that can answer this team, and that's Mahomes.
Yep.
That's it. And I've been wanting to see this rematch. It's like I wanted to see the Patriots against the Eagles. When that happened, that was like a match made in heaven. I couldn't wait for them to play. I was like, I wanted that rematch back. But this one is going to be something. And if you look at this team from 2022 to now, I mean, everybody's trying to compare. It's a difference in this team. The difference is they're younger. They're more athletic. This is a totally different monster. And oh yeah, Barkley. That's like it's a totally different monster. I mean, we didn't have a 6'7", 335 guard either, right there blocking for him. We didn't have that either. Like, this is a totally different monster. This isn't Shane Steichen and Jonathan Gannon. This is Kellen Moore and Vic Fangio. We wasn't number one in the league in defense when we had all them sacks. We wasn't in 2022.
Right.
We didn't even have our offense was so good, but there was a time when Jalen was nominated for MVP. We didn't have to. We had to use their offense. We really had to use their offense. This time, Barkley, man, Barkley, he's so good, right? Barkley will do his thing, right? And by the time you know it, you know what happened when this game showed up? Everybody was worried about Barkley and forgot all about AJ, Devontae. Dallas had 85 yards passing. You know, Devontae had 86 yards. I mean, AJ had 86 yards. 96 yards. You know what I mean? If you look at this team, Devontae showed his butt. You know what I mean? Then you started seeing just how dominant this offensive line was. They didn't even have to run. If you look at that game, they didn't really have to run Barkley like that. They had to run Barkley like that. And then Will Shipley got in there. Surprise. This shows you how dominant the offensive line is. Shipley broke for a 57-yarder. He broke for a 57-yarder. And the difference between him and Barkley is that Barkley would have been gone. He'd been out of here. But, you know, Shipley did this thing. And you look at the team. Now you look at when you come into the game, I think people need to be more realistic. When this game starts, and you start sizing up the matchups, just look at the offensive line from Philadelphia's offensive line. Look what they've accomplished. Look at the defense. Who did I say all year, Cool Cat? Nolan Smith.
Yep.
All year I'm like, Nolan. Watch for that dude. Nolan, Cool Cat. Watch him. He going Nolan. 4 sacks. The most in postseason history for the Eagles.
You think BG coming back, Leah?
My favorite player on the whole team? Man, I would love to see it, but I've heard mixed things about it. I've heard mixed things. I've heard he's off the injury reserve. He's off that, but I don't know. I don't know. Would I want him? Yeah, man, but I don't really know how that's looking. I think it's going to be a game time decision. That's going to all come down to how they feel. And like, to be honest, and I'm not going against them. I ain't saying we don't need him, but I mean, I ain't saying I'm saying we don't need him. I'm not saying like he's not a good player to have back because you know BG that guy. But man, Jalen Hunt's playing so good. Ojomo is playing so good. That team is really flying, man. Them young bucks is kicking ass. Like when the ball snaps, they come at you. They come at you like a play. Like, man, if you watch this defense, I'm telling anybody watching football that watches football, watch this defense and watch when the ball snaps. Watch like how they just come. All those green jerseys just come at you. They're coming for the ball, and they come so fast. And when one person has the ball, watch how many green jerseys crowd around that ball. I mean, I've never seen it so. They're so fast, man. They so fast, man. And when they hit you, it's like boom, boom, boom. So for 4 quarters, this is the key to the Eagles winning. For 4 quarters, I mean, you could be good, you could be doing your thing, you could throw a touchdown or two, but for 4 quarters, you have to take these hits for 4 quarters. You have to block this big line, offensive line for 4 quarters. You know how tired people get from trying to block and take hits. They be bruised. You saw how many people you see how many people be getting hurt in games, the Green Bay Packer game, St. Louis game. Like, you see how many people get hurt at the end of the game messing with the Eagles because they're trying to block these big, athletic, big guys, 300 pounds, athletic. And then if you get hit, your running back, I don't care if it's Kyron Williams, I don't care if it's Josh Jacobs. If you get hit enough times by these guys, you're not going to run the same. You're not. Not when it gets to that 4th quarter and you're down to like 10 minutes left. Not only are you getting hit and you're trying to get your strength back, it's Barkley time. It's Barkley time. By that time, you're like, oh God, I gotta catch this guy. So it's like chess, not checkers. It's just real good to see, man. It's real good to see, T. It's good to see. I don't know if BG be back, man, but I love to see him back. It's good to see him out there still a vocal leader. That helps a lot of people. This game, I just don't. Because what are we talking about? Kareem Hunt. Okay, he runs the ball. Are we scared of Kareem? I'm just being honest. Are we scared of Kareem Hunt?
Nope.
Okay, we respect Pacheco. We know what he did last year, right? But look at this year, what he's did. Look at Pacheco this year. It's his stats. Pacheco's again. You know what I mean? If we can stop Kyrie Williams and Josh Jacobs, what you think? I'm just being honest. I'm being real honest. Then we talking about the receivers. Remember the last Super Bowl, and they brought Juju back. Which I can't. Oh my God, I can't wait to see somebody guard Juju. He was talking a lot of mess last time, man. That he's on my hit list. So they got Juju, they got Hollywood Brown, they got Hopkins. Did I say somebody? Yep. Did I say somebody y'all scared of?
Kelsey.
Did I say anything?
Kelsey.
Who?
Kelsey.
Oh, ultimate respect. Travis Kelce, ultimate respect. That's the one guy. And I'm being serious. Hopkins, we got D-Hop. D-Hop is not the D-Hop of there used to be D-Hop. So even then, we went against Mike Evans this year. We went against Jamar Chase this year. Like, okay, Cooper, Quinion, the rookies, and then Darius Slay. That's got to be an unfair 3 that we just got this year. That was an accident. They didn't mean to let us get those 3 guys. And then Isaiah Rodgers got an 84 rating in PFF. Like the 4th guy, we've seen him get burned sometimes. Nakua sometimes has games against him, man. Sometimes it happens, but Isaiah Rodgers plays good, man. That's 4 guys we can throw out there. We didn't have that. When we had James Bradbury and Slay, and we had another I forgot who we had that year. It was Maddox, I think it was Matt, but this team is totally different. Cooper can guard your 1 or 2 at the 3. Quinion, that interception he got last game was so cold. It was. Did you ever see somebody so cool when they get the interception and get up and walk away? What? Did he just do that to you? Did he just shrug his shoulders off on you? Just do that, like. And Darius almost got a couple of them. Darius, CJ almost got one last game. Like, them boys is dogs right now. They're hungry. They want this Super Bowl. And Nolan Smith is every game. It just seems like he getting better. Like, I don't know. Like, Jalen Hunt from the snow game, when he sacked Staff in that snow game, I said, oh, man. And then the Jomo got one. Do you know how hungry these young bucks is? They want this game. I don't think just mentally. The Chiefs are hungrier than the Eagles. It is not even a question right now. The defensive line, we know Chris Jones is good, but are they going to get pressure on Hurts? Nobody else has. Hurts is sitting back there and tap dance and threw the ball. Straight up. Barkley, did you see the run he did? Oh my God. The first play of the game. Do you think a defensive coordinator is not looking at the team like, okay, a defensive coordinator is like, all right, they could run Barkley and they looked at that game and said they could run Barkley. Y'all gonna have to all tacklers get out in the open field, be ready in case somebody misses a tackle. When AJ Brown caught the 4th and 5, oh my God. The 4th and 5, if that wasn't saying we here and we gonna be here, we gonna do what we want. That game was a statement. They did so much stuff in that game, man. I just feel like this is what I'm gonna say. It could be wrong, right?
Right.
I think Philadelphia could start off. Remember when we started off in the Super Bowl? It was like 21-7. We was bleeding. Yeah. This time,
no, it was 21-14 because you know what happened. I'm not gonna say it though.
Yeah. Right. So we got this game right, cool. We got the game to start off.
Right.
And I think he started off again like that. The only person I'm scared of is Mahomes. Mahomes, what he did against Buffalo. The man, it's
Right.
two players. Okay, one thing I want to say, and this is what I feel. Two players in the league, two best players.
Right.
Mahomes and Barkley.
Right.
That's it now. That's the top two. And
Right.
after this game, this proves who's the best player. Because you know me, I was the first person. Mahomes is he's still the best quarterback ever. I've never seen a person like him. But this year, if Barkley didn't put some separation on y'all, just keep on saying Mahomes' name, and then you talk about the MVP. Cool cat. Who is left from the MVP vote? Who's left?
Say Sean Barkley.
Where's Josh Allen? Where's Lamar Jackson? They're gone. So we judging this as a regular season award still? Y'all haven't awarded the person yet. So why would it be a regular season award? It need to be. That means who y'all was talking about was the wrong people. Josh Allen got beat by Mahomes. Lamar Jackson did not make it. And who's still left? Saquon, who had a 200-yard game in the playoffs. 200-yard game in the playoffs. And he's 30 yards away from breaking the all-time record combined. So he was going to, so the record we didn't let him break, he's still going to break another. How you don't give a person like this the MVP? The stuff he's been doing, 7 rushes for 60+ yards.
Damn
There's
right.
been nobody. Now more like it's make-believe. The NFL MVP, y'all just got who y'all want to do it because really we ain't watched a person in the NFL in football this exciting in a very long time.
Mm-hmm.
I remember the last person that was this exciting, was two of them. Barry was exciting as hell, right. But he just had the wrong team, man. But Deion Sanders was another one, right? So you're talking about guys who came into the league. But did you look at Michael Vick? You'd be like, oh, Michael Vick was exciting when he came, right? But nobody was this exciting for a whole 17 games. Are you serious? Like the stuff he did. And it's crazy. You know what makes me the exclamation point? The playoffs. He came into the playoffs and did it. Right. He came right to the playoffs and was like, right where I left off, y'all. Then he went to the snow game. He asked Shady what? He said, yo, what I do? And he rushed for 2. I can't make this stuff up, man. It's like a fairy tale, bro. Like, I ain't gonna lie to you, man. Exactly. Like, this Eagles season has been unbelievable. So, I'm trying to think of the matchup is that we had. The problem that we have is 2 people. It's Andy Reid and Mahomes. Right. What he's going to put on the playbook, you know, Spags is good. We know Steve Spag is good, whatever. Yeah. What they put on the playbook, because matchup for matchup, talent for talent, roster for roster, they can't mess with the Eagles. Nope. It's not even a question. Okay, they got Travis, but we got Dallas. Did you see what he just did? The whole playoff, Dallas been balling, really. Yeah, he has. The best team has been Dallas, man. Like he been. Remember when he face bumped the ball, he was rolling and he mushed him. Like he been like, yo, and that's coming off injury. Remember, he was hurt toward the end. He came off injury. He said, all right, fresh legs. Boom, boom. Like I you know what? I'm an Eagle fan, right? But I ain't seen a team. I remember when I wrote an article for High Level Sports, and I said this could be like the greatest show on turf. Man, have they not? Like it's been like exceeding it because that St. Louis they have a defense like this, right? Yeah, it's like this, man. It was just the fact that they had the offense that was running it up on everybody, but the defense has been so balanced and good, right? Like the team itself, like sometimes it'll be the defense winning you game, sometimes it'll be the offense winning you game. Sometimes it'll be the defense winning you game. Sometimes the offense can just sit back. And we talk about the offense with AJ and Devontae, they can sit back. The best offensive line, they get to sit back and let the defense take it over. Right. It's scary, man. And I'm gonna tell people, and this is real talk. Yeah, I had to analyze through the whole season, let games go by. This team could be a dynasty. The fact is, they're young. Right. They're young. Nobody's going nowhere. Remember 2017? People was going. Some people got older. Alshon Jeffrey was getting over. Timmy Jernigan was getting over.
Yeah.
Older. Nigel Bradham and all them guys. But now, how old is N'Kobe Dean? How old is Zach Bond?
Yeah.
How old is Jalen Carter? How old is Nolan Smith? How old is Coop? Hey, come on, man. They're in such a perfect position to me right now. I know Howie's the man, and you talk about 2017, but this is his best job. This year, if you look at all the players, right, and you step down and say, okay, where they got them from, the roster, how they got them, you would be like, no, he's who? What? They got Jalen Carter. No, they didn't get. You mean Tennessee traded AJ Brown? No. You mean New York let go Saquon? No, that didn't happen. Like it's been crazy, man, to be an Eagle fan and actually see what. And that's the part of being a fan, like actually seeing everything worked out. That's Zach Bond. Like, what the hell? How? New Orleans, what were you doing? What scout team? I'll be firing everybody, man. If I'm New York, I'll be firing everybody. New Orleans, I'll be firing. I'll do this what Tennessee did. After that, at that year, we had AJ Brown and we beat them. The week we beat them, they fired people, bro. Like, it's one of them games, man. I just feel like, and I don't know if it'll happen, but I'm gonna say this. I just said in the Washington game we needed to make a statement. If we didn't, and we just won. Right. But I said this would need to be a statement, and they made a statement. Yeah. This game, and I'm looking at Buffalo, right? Right. And it was a close game, Buffalo and Kansas City. Mm-hmm. But Buffalo don't have no roster like that, man. To make it close. Nope. They don't have no roster to be making Patrick Mahomes win in the fourth quarter. Right. This team, you know what's going to be the crazy point? The secondary. When Mahomes go throw them receivers in this secondary and see how fast Quinyon and them can run and keep up with their receivers and how high they can jump, that's going to be the problem. That's why it's so good, because we had 75 sacks, remember, that year, right? Yeah. And that helped the secondary, right? A good pass rush helps the secondary. Right. But it's been the other way around. This secondary helps the pass rush because they can't throw to nobody. Look at the passer rating of Cooper, 87. Passer rating of Quinyon, 82. Passer rating of Darius Slay, 87. These boys, you not throwing on these boys. You not throwing. Right. So while you sitting back there looking for somebody to be open, or you forgetting the 4-3 Nolan Smith is coming around the corner, or you forgetting Josh Sweat is coming, or you forgetting the big monster, Jalen Carter, JC. You forgot you had 3 people hold him over there, right? But that means somebody else is open. When Jordan Davis got his sack last game, like, it's going to be fun. When I say this is going to be a fun Super Bowl for the Eagles, it's not going to be like the last one. Y'all keep on trying to compare. It's no comparison. That team was an elite team. It was. Right. But this team was younger and more athletic. And we didn't know. Remember, that was my question about the defense, Cool Cat, early in the year. I was like, I don't know how good they're going to be, really. Right. Like they got the talent. We know they got the talent. But are they going to be ready now? Are they going to be, because they got to step in there. No more Fletch. Guys left. So, but man, look what happened. Jesus. Like, man, listen, I love the offense. But this is my first time ever seeing that we got a great offense and saying, man, I love that defense. Man, that defense, yo. You want to watch the defense. You do. You just want to watch them boys perform. I mean, the way Carter and Nolan kind of have fed off each other. Like, it's like they do that. Like, one person open up the hole, and then here come Nolan, here come up. And then why they be holding Jalen too much, man. They be trying to play dirty with Jalen. Jalen be punching on the face. You see, they tried to last game. They did somebody did something, punch Jalen or something. Jalen don't care about them rules. Right. That's a dirty dog. Look, Carter, a dog, man. He two-piece somebody. Yeah. Yo, man, quit messing with that boy, man. And I wanted to talk about remember we was talking about Micah Parsons and Myles Garrett. they're not free agents next year. They have to be traded for.
Right.
But Milton Williams is a free agent. I think they'll sign all them guys. But there's a guy that's a free agent. I looked into his stuff. It's Khalil Mack. He's starting to get a lot of Eagle people saying he could be an Eagle. He has 6. You bring Khalil Mack there with Nolan Smith. That's unfair. And we'll talk about that next year, y'all. You know how exciting it is to go into next year with this type of team?
Yeah.
Like straight, man, man, it's crazy. But shout out, man, to the coaching staff. I think that's the big thing because, when it started out, Sirianni had his own. A lot of people talking about him and stuff like that. And I was always a supporter. I'm a rock with him. It's like I rock with Jalen. Y'all stupid, man. Y'all, I don't get it. I'm gonna go back to Jalen let me do this one more time. I don't get it, man. Like, he's the most hated on elite quarterback ever. Like, after this game, will you like it or not? If they win this Super Bowl, right? Jalen got a ring, been there 2 out of the 3 years. He on another level. He already on another level. Ain't no quarterback in his first 8 years been there twice to the Super Bowl. You know how short that list is? I'm just gonna tell you who's on it. Peyton Manning, Tom Brady is on that list.
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, the way he's building his legacy, y'all ignoring it. And before you know it, you're gonna look up like he did all that. Like, all y'all haters gonna be like, what? He did all that?
He did all right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he keeps making history. This team keep making history, really. You mean the stuff they do? It's like when you look up, like, I don't even be knowing it. It be happening like that. It'd be like, you look up and they say, what they say, like, okay, 2 people had 3 touchdowns. Taylor Hurts and Saquon. Like, that's a record? Dang, they broke another record? Then he did the 7 for 60. Then you had the then you had the Nolan Smith. Nolan Smith broke it. Like when you keep on going, then Jalen Carter has 20 pressures in his playoffs. Only Aaron Donald and another person. Like, are we serious right now? These records are being broken, man. Like, I'm an Eagle. I'm just saying, just for being a fan, it's fun to see. But it's a little ridiculous to know these are records are being broken. Sure. Right. It's been something to see to be a football fan. Now we're here.
Right.
And I'm telling y'all now, Cowboys, I know y'all gonna be mad at me, but after this game, Eagles might be America's. They might start calling it extra. Not my opinion, because the blow the whistle song is everywhere. Gilly got everybody doing it. Kevin Hart did it, right? So that means people doing it. You know what I'm saying? Like, listen. Super Bowl party in Northeast, y'all know that me, Leader Johnson, Super Bowl party in Northeast, it's going down. If you don't know me, you won't be able to call me to go there. So listen, it's going down. It's gonna be crazy. Like that's going down, right? And people coming there. Too Short came to Gilly house when stuff happened. That's like it's like an American thing. Then you got people putting their videos up because they started following Gilly to do the dance, right? So now you're looking at that, and then you're looking at how many people was flying to New Orleans that are Philadelphia fans. That shit is getting ridiculous, bro. That's getting ridiculous. Like Philly is coming. Philly is coming hard. I know it was crazy why y'all said when they won the NFC Championship. But do you know how wild it's going to be when the Eagles win that Super Bowl? Might be some maybes made that night. Man, people are excited. I was on South Philly near Walden and Locust, and I'm talking about, man, it was a Corvette. It was people jumping on paddy wagons. It was crazy, man. I thought they was playing because we had a bar open, but I didn't know there was that many people outside. Man, it was people everywhere, man. I think, and then who I think, if we come into straight up, if we come into who the best player, whose game is it going to be? Who I think going to be Super Bowl MVP? Ooh, that's hard. Who I want it to be, this is real talk. Who I want to be the Super Bowl MVP is Jalen Hurts. I want him to get there. I want that to be on Like all y'all talking all this mess, right? I want that to be the exclamation point. Like I want that to be him because really, if they would have won the Super Bowl, he would have been the Super Bowl MVP. It wouldn't have been no question because he played better than Patrick Mahomes. That's not even a question. As good as Mahomes did to bring him back, he played better. And Acho, you said you don't like that Kellen Moore is going for interviews because you're trying to say, oh, remember the Jonathan Gannon. I understand, Acho. I understand how you feel, but Jonathan Gannon, for one, was a defensive coach. Kellen Moore's an offensive coach. For two, I don't like it either. But this is not that type of team. This is not 2022. My man. Like I said, for one, you was talking about that was a defensive coach, it's an offensive coach. And the defense was a number one in the league, either. So this is I understand what you're saying, but nah, that's not even a good comparison. But I don't like he going either because you need to take care of business, then go do what you're gonna do. Take care of business, then go get your opportunity. Like it's kind of crazy. I like Vic. Vic don't want to go nowhere. Vic said he want to stay. I don't want no interviews. That's what Vic Fangio said, and that's better than anything. You know what I'm saying? Vic Fangio, number one defense. Who the best but who I think will win the offensive? And this is what I'm just saying. I think it's gonna be Saquon. For the simple fact, I'm looking at the Chiefs' run defense. And even if you got a good run defense, we demolish you. Really, that's not even a thought. You know how they talk about nobody's been able to stop us. Nobody. Only ourselves in the Pittsburgh game. We gave it to Jalen, throw 290 yards. We ain't running today. We're not gonna run today. We not just throw 290 on them. You know what I'm saying? Like, I feel like I think you know what it is when the ball snaps and you get ready and they could run Saquon. You know, the defensive coordinator is saying we could run Saquon. It's better said than done to stop him. Like you're not gonna. That offensive line, for one, makes walls. Nobody's hurt. Nobody's hurt. Who's hurt? Like nobody's hurt. So you're going into the game playing like we're going to stop him. We're going to stack the box. Okay. But who's been able to do that? So what's going to happen is the only reason I'm saying this because the gamble is because Saquon's been exciting all postseason.
Right.
I'm just thinking it's going to happen again. That's the only thing I'm saying. I'm just betting on what's happening. Defense, Jalen Carter finna blow it up. Jalen Carter finna blow that line up, man. Because it's one in the trenches. Offensive line, defensive line. It's one in the trenches. And Jalen Carter, Chris Jones is gonna be their guy. He's gonna be their guy. But what's the more of the confidence? One of their guys blocking Chris Jones, or one of our guys? I know one of our guys blocking Chris Jones, or one of their guys blocking Jalen Carter. Just seeing what Jalen has done this year. And I'm talking about without even reaching. I mean, he's 20 pressures right now in the playoffs.
Right.
20. I just think I think he's gonna have that game where he gets double sacks. But once again, we got so many players, you never know who would be there. I mean, especially the defense, because it's three guys: Jalen Carter, Zach Bond, and Nolan Smith. Them three right there, man. Just watch. Watch that, man. It's gonna be something to see. I know everybody gonna be out, man. It's just one of those type of games. And you want to talk about score? You want me to predict score? Listen, score.
Talk to us before we wrap up. Talk to us.
Score, man. Damn, cool cat, man. Gotta be realistic. I'm gonna give two different. I'm gonna be realistic on what I think. I said a blowout. I think it'll be a 2-touchdown game. I think we win by 2 touchdowns. And I think it'll be they got Trent McDuffie as a cornerback. They got Chris Jones. 30. 4 touchdowns, 28, 31. 34. I'm gonna say 37. 37-21.
Okay.
37-21.
There you go.
I'm gonna go 37-21. And I'm giving it the benefit of the doubt because it's just Mahomes.
Right.
But this is not gonna listen. I've seen Brady had them type of games, especially if you don't think I'm lying. Go back to New York Giants when he played both of them in the Super Bowl.
Right.
Looked totally different. That boy looked like he's running around for his life. That boy was happy feet.
Right.
I just think there's no way for him to go. We got punishing hitters. Our defensive line is Jesus. Milton Williams, you got to deal with Jordan Davis, you got to deal with Jalen Carter, Joe Mobin sacking people. Like them guys been getting after people. Then you got Nolan Smith and Josh Sweat. Then you got Oren Burks. Oh man, Oren Burks been playing good as hell, man. Oren Burks coming in for Nakobe Dean. The surprise, we talking about surprises, Jesus. From the first time he stepped in and had 17 tackles in the Giant game. Then he came up again. He had a sack last game. But I just think 21 is going to be it. I think by halftime, you're going to see, if I say 21, why don't I say 37-24?
Okay.
Let me try to do that. But Cool Cat, I'm gonna go this second score, right? I did this for the end this. We're gonna end this like, listen, don't be surprised if they score 17, right? And Cool Cat, they score 17 and we bank 30.
Right.
Or 37. I'm for listen, this team has proved it. They can do it. We went against Baltimore and proved, though. I know it wasn't the playoffs. We went against Pittsburgh and did it. Oh, it wasn't the playoffs. Cincinnati supposed to be good. Boom. We supposed to go get St. Louis. St. Louis, which I tell people that snow game was hard for both of us. It wasn't just hard for St. Louis. So the Eagles couldn't get on them, scoring them like they couldn't score on us because it's snow. It was hard for everybody. Jalen Hurts, his hands was frozen. You know what I'm saying? So no question, man. I feel like 37. Okay. 37. No, I said let's see, 37-24, or I'm gonna go 33-17.
All right,
that's my score.
And that's there my score.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. I just feel like they proved it to me this year, man. Like, remember when we were going through all the previews and we was like, I really ain't scared of nobody. Remember, it was like, oh, who you feel like you want the Eagles to go against before we went against Green Bay and stuff. I'm not scared of Washington. You see why we wasn't scared of? Well, see why I wasn't scared of Washington? You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like we proved we was the best team all year.
Right.
The disrespect. You know what I'm saying? Like, no question, man. It's been good, man. It's been so I think at the end of the thing it's gonna be I want Jalen. I think it's gonna be Saquon. I just think he's just been having that one race season. It's been so phenomenal. He will be number one in the top 100 list. Saquon. He will be number one. There's no question. Who y'all voting for? No doubt. We probably gonna have like 11 players on top 100, 13. Like, who we talking about, man? So yeah, man, it's been one of them joints, man. But I appreciate y'all, everybody that tuning the Blitz Tech, came in late, man. Shout out to Alex Wright, shout out to Steve Roth, man. It's Super Bowl time. It's our time.
Yeah,
we do this for the Eagles. We do this for the Eagles. It's our time. We've been doing podcasts, the Birds on Broad Street. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody they've been doing their thing. They've been doing their thing. So now this is our time. Simone Stanley, all that, and Lord Brunson, this is our time now. This is what we've been doing this all year. And we in the Super Bowl. Who tailgating? What y'all doing, man? What y'all cooking, dog? Like, this is what sports is about, man. I think this is gonna be big, man. It's gonna be a big night, man.
Exactly. So for me and Leader, y'all, thank y'all for staying up with us, man. So for me, Leader, fly, Eagles, fly, go Birds, get some sleep, and come get your Blitz take. Thank y'all for watching. Fly,